folks, here we are. One more week, one more kick at the can. Through the power of the interwebs, I'm coming back at ya. And this week, we're going to do a place called Thunder Bay's Soroptimist International Friendship Gardens. Now, most people don't know about the word Soroptimist in there, but that is part of the official title of the place. Most people know it as the International Friendship Gardens or just the Friendship Gardens. So that's where we're going to be today. The Soroptimist part of it is because the garden was created in 1967 as a centennial gift by the Soroptimist Club of Fort William, Port Arthur. It showcases unique monuments representing 18 ethnic groups in the Thunder Bay area laid out in a 15-acre garden featuring man-made ponds, floral displays, picnic tables, benches, and walking trails. The garden is operated by the Soroptimist Garden Committee and is accessible via Thunder Bay Transit. The park is a celebration of multiculturalism and features paved pathways lined with sightseeing benches, groves of trees, and beautiful flower gardens that take visitors on a tour of Canadian cultures. Well, the flowers weren't all planted yet today, but the lawns were all recently mown, so the park is getting ready for summer. I'm not sure when they plant the flowers, but they weren't done today. The garden also includes structures from 18 different ethnic groups such as Poland, China, Hungary, Denmark, and Lithuania. The park's entrance arch has a flagstone bronze site plan to the garden sites, and the individually landscaped gardens are connected by paved, barrier-free walkways. Benches to enjoy the views, picnic tables, floral displays, and two man-made small lakes named Reflection and Soroptimist. The garden was built as a centennial project, was mentioned before, organized by the Soroptimist Club of Fort William and Port Arthur, later called Soroptimist International of Thunder Bay. The garden has also hosted events such as the Canada 150 Celebration Gardens, where two of 150 Canada 150 Celebration Gardens were planted at the Soroptimist International Friendship Gardens. That was quite the sentence. That was AI, though, so, don't blame me. Anyway, as you can see, I didn't go straight there. I had to go to Intercity for a brief period of time. Had to pick up a few things there. And now I'm on my way to the gardens. So, what's been happening with you? That much, eh? Wow. Okay, well, that's interesting. Anyway, the Soroptimist International Friendship Gardens are located at 102 Legion Park Drive, Thunder Bay, Ontario. And you can't miss it if you see the Chinese pagoda. You'll know that you're there. I'm eating while I'm doing this, and I shouldn't be doing that on the microphone, but I am. So here we are in traffic on our way to the Friendship Gardens. The Soroptimist International Friendship Gardens. And for now, I think I'll turn you over to Gary with a new piece that he gave me this week. So here we are, we're at the park now, and I decided to park on Legion Park Drive and go to the right side of the park first. And as you can see, the first monument that we come to here is Scotland. Some of these displays, monuments, whatever you want to call them, some of them have paved pathways leading up to them or concrete pathways, and some of them don't. So for some of them, I actually have to cross the grass, which I don't like doing, but it's the only way to get close up to it. And we have the classic Highlands Piper. And here is where the flowers would be. These are the flower beds. And we have a poem, I guess, from Robbie Burns. I'm not going to read it. You can see clearly what it says, and I did that on purpose so that you could read it yourself. And then there we are. And then there's the truck. That's where we're going next. Out onto the walkway. I'm going to have to cross the grass here. But we're not going to cross the flower bed. So I don't know why the city has never put in concrete walkways to some of these ones that don't have it. It doesn't make sense. This is the pool on the right, or pond on the right side, and it hasn't been filled yet this year. I guess that's part of what they're working up to. The pond on the left has been filled. You'll see that later. The ducks are there. And here's one of many, well, not very many in this park, but here's a donated bench in memory of Garfield Johnson. I guess I didn't get as close up and clear as I thought I was getting on that bench. And some of these, the grass is just so nice, I don't want to walk across it to get closer to them. So I just zoomed in and hoped for the best. That's Slovenia, as you can see. The flower bed there is still covered. That's the other reason I didn't walk across the grass, because there's a flower bed there, obviously, that's, meant to deter you from walking right up to the monument. So why would you walk across the grass to do it? So, yeah. There's lots of these benches around that say Soroptimist on them, but I only saw the one donated bench in memory of, and I don't recall. Oh, Croatia, right? That's what that is. King Tomislav, Croatia, 925. See, a lot of these I didn't really read them as I was going. I just zoomed in on them so that you could read them later. So that when you're watching at home, you can pause the video and read what it says. And then we have, what are you? Croatia. Okay. So you're part of the same display. Interesting. And then we have something else coming up here. I'm not sure what this one is. I don't remember, so we'll have to see when we get to it. And it is, did I pan up enough? Portugal. Portugal. So, there's not really a lot for me to say along the way here. There's a lot of plaques that I tried to get in close enough that you could pause the video and read them if you so choose. And a lot of them are long-winded, so, sometimes like this one, I wasn't able to get it as clearly focused as I'd wanted to. What I should have done was pause the video and took a picture of it, getting nice and close up with that. Maybe I'll do another video of this place once the flowers are planted, and I'll take some pictures of some of these plaques for you. But for now, I think I'm going to hand you back over to Gary. And hey, what did you think of that first tune I threw in there? That's the one that he just emailed me this week. And it's got a real blues sound to it. Real B.B. King style. Or Donald Duck Dunn. So anyway, I'll hand you over to Gary now with another piece. Okay, here we are now on the left side of the park, and you saw the ducks there. I know they were pretty out of focus on 5x zoom, so I think I went back and got a better picture of them later on here. So we're now going over this side of the park, and yeah, you just can't read that. A lot of these plaques are bronzed, and a lot of the bronzing has worn off or become tarnished over the years. So that makes it more difficult to read them as well. And you saw the Chinese pavilion there before I finished up on the right side of the park. And you also saw the arch entryway to the park. And if you see those, if you're not from here, and you see that arch, and you see the Chinese pavilion, I said pagoda earlier, I know that, but it's actually the Chinese pavilion. And if you see that, you see the arch and the Chinese pavilion, you know you're at the right place. So here we are now. What are we at? This one's got some good bronzing to it. Still can't read it though. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take pictures of these things the next time I go back and do it. Take some pictures for you so that you can more easily read these things. Get zoomed right in and get a good high quality picture, high pixel rate, so it's good high definition. Did I even pan up to see what country this is or anything? Of course not. There's amethyst in here though, which leads me to think it might actually have something to do with Thunder Bay. Something Canadian Committee. It just, and I don't remember what it was. I'm sorry. I'm definitely going to have to get some pictures of these things for you, because then I can set the picture duration for 5 seconds, and you can pause the video and read the whole thing. But here we are coming down to the pond that is filled. And you can see we've got some ducks in the water. There's one moving across the screen there. And then there's more over there to the right. And that's common to see a lot of ducks around this pond in the summertime. I don't know if those ducks are standard, migratory birds that actually just come here every year and we're lucky that way, or if the city actually keeps these ducks somewhere in the winter. I don't know. It would be interesting to find that out. But I believe they're migratory and we're just lucky and they come here every winter or every summer. So this is an interesting thing. It's not any particular country. It's a memorial to Pope John Paul II. And it was probably, well, not probably, it was placed here shortly after his death. And he visited Thunder Bay when he was alive. I'm not sure when that was, but I remember my grandmother was pretty excited about that. So, yeah, so I think for now I shall pass you back over to Gary for a while and let you check out the rest of the park. Alrighty, I guess I'm back to talk your ear off a little more here. We're gonna walk around the pond a bit here. We're going to the one on the left. This, as I said before, monument or display or whatever you want to call it. This is where we're going, and this is Lithuania, if I remember correctly. Yes, it's coming into focus now. Lithuania. And as I was walking around here, I was looking at these staircases that are around it. And God, I spent too long on this stone. There we go. Now we're moving. So I was looking at this staircase, and I could see that some people have gone up the staircase and then clambered up the, you can see there's a pathway there. People have clambered up there, but I wasn't about to do that. So I did a little zooming here, in and back out, and then I noticed that there's actually a staircase on the other side that leads all the way up. So we're heading over to that side now. And there's people over at, I believe it's the Germany exhibit. And I'm doing my best to not get them in the video, so that's why the camera is mostly pointed towards the ground. Because if you notice that throughout the video, if you see my camera go towards the ground like that, usually it's because I'm trying to keep people out of the video. Occasionally it's just because my arm is getting tired from holding the gimbal and I wasn't really paying attention and it just drifted down. But most of the time it's probably because I'm trying to keep a person out of the video. So we have here Lithuania. And got a plaque on the front here, carved plaque. And then up here, it doesn't say who that's supposed to be, so I don't really know. If the sound seemed off for a moment there, it's because I was leaning away from the microphone. Sorry about that. I got to be more microphone aware, because it's easy to lean on the side of this chair and then I'm away from the mic, and that's not good. So anyway, again, we're pointed at the ground because I'm trying to keep people out of the video. There's mothers with kids and, so just trying not to include them in the video. Got a little glimpse of them here as I was going by, looking at that shed. And yes, Germany, from the mountains to the sea. And they got 3 nice benches in here that you can sit on. It's kind of a nice little, unfortunately people have been carving stuff into the benches. That's going to happen with any kind of exhibit like this. And then from here, I decided to head home. I think that was all of the exhibits, but next time I will get pictures for you. That's that'll be definite for the next time I do a place like this with plaques and stuff like that and dedications. I'll get pictures of it for you. So for now, I'll throw you over to Gary until we get to the house. Hey folks, here we are back at the house now. And so that was the Thunder Bay Soroptimist International Friendship Gardens. Hopefully you enjoyed that video. If you did enjoy it, please give it a like. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. And leave a comment down below. Tell me what you thought about Gary's latest piece of music. It's the first piece of music in the video. You can't really miss it. It's very bluesy compared to the others, but I like it. So tell me what you thought. Tell Gary what you thought. And God's willing and Daffy Duck willing, we'll see y'all in the next video. Ciao for now.